It was the dawn of independent India, but the flames of freedom had not yet cooled when our nation faced its first great test. In the icy winds of Kashmir, one man and his men stood between the enemy and the very soul of India. That man was Major Somnath Sharma. The year was 1947. As India celebrated freedom, the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir was under siege. Pakistani raiders had entered from the northwest, burning villages, killing innocents, and marching towards Srinagar, the heart of Kashmir. On the 26th of October 1947, the Maharaja of Kashmir signed the instrument of accession, merging Kashmir with India. Within hours, Indian troops began airlifting to Srinagar, the beginning of Operation JAK. Among them was a 24-year-old officer from the Kumaon Regiment, Major Somnath Sharma of D Company, 4th Battalion, Kumaon Regiment. Just days before deployment, Major Sharma had fractured his wrist in a hockey game. He was declared unfit for combat, but when orders came to move to Srinagar, he insisted on going.
Sir, my men are going to fight. How can I stay behind? I may not be able to fire a rifle, but I can still command.
It was this sense of duty, beyond pain, beyond self, that defined Major Somnath Sharma. Srinagar was the key. If the airfield fell, India would lose the only lifeline to Kashmir. The enemy was closing in. Disguised as local tribesmen, they were moving fast from Baramulla toward Badgam, just 8 kilometers from the airfield. On 3rd November 1947, Major Somnath Sharma and his company were ordered to Badgam. Their task, to hold the position at all costs and delay the enemy until reinforcements arrived. At 1100 hours, D Company reached Badgam. They took defensive positions in a wide open field, surrounded by hills and villages. For hours, it was quiet. But around 14:30 hours, movement was spotted. Hundreds of tribal raiders began descending from the hills, their war cries echoing through the valley. Outnumbered 7-1, Major Sharma's men held their ground.
Hold your fire until they're within range. Steady, boys!
The enemy surrounded them from 3 sides. Communication lines were cut. Ammunition was running low. But Major Sharma kept moving from post to post, encouraging his men despite his injured arm.
We are heavily outnumbered, but I shall not withdraw an inch and will fight to the last man and last round.
As the enemy closed in, Major Sharma personally manned light machine guns, directing fire with precision. He called for artillery support and marked enemy positions even as bullets flew past him. A mortar shell hit the ammunition dump. The field erupted in flames, but even in those final moments, his voice crackled over the radio. Calm, steady, resolute.
Me is only 50 yards from us. We are heavily outnumbered. We are fighting fiercely. I shall not withdraw an inch. The enemy will not pass.
Moments later, a shell struck his position. Major Somnath Sharma fell, leading his men till his last breath. By the time reinforcements arrived, Badgam was littered with the marks of fierce resistance. Major Sharma and his company had held the enemy for hours, long enough for Indian forces to secure Srinagar airfield and save the valley. It was their sacrifice that turned the tide of the war. Kashmir remained with India because one man and his 90 men stood their ground. His exceptional bravery, leadership, and supreme sacrifice, Major Somnath Sharma was posthumously awarded India's first Param Vir Chakra, the nation's highest Gallantry award. Major Somnath Sharma's story is not just of war. It is a story of duty beyond self, of courage beyond fear, of love beyond life. He once said, "The enemy will not pass." And because of him, they never did.